Good morning, guys. Now, I did not show you all the work here because the worker that we have doesn't want to be videoed, and otherwise we'd have to stop, show you a piece, and it's just too much interruption and too much time. So I will show you whatever work we've done, and if I remember, I'll show you before we start. So anyway, as you can see here, the fence is now clear. This jungle that used to be here, for those of you that seen our previous videos on this, it's all done. So what we have done, we actually put some eucalyptus poles to support this thing, because I was simply amazed at how much water those leaves hold when it rains. The other thing well, what started the whole thing actually was we planted these things, and shortly after that they started producing fruit. So we thought, well, we'll just let it go, collect the fruit, and go back to business. Well, let me tell you, it produced for a long time, and it just kept getting bigger and worse and denser, and until it took over the whole fence. It took over everything. It was actually even going inside of here. It was up on the roof, and I had to keep taking it down. So that was a big problem. So what we did yesterday, our worker Woon and we took down and separated each one of the plants, put a pole to support the plant, a pole to support the middle, and then of course we tied it up to the C3. The other thing we did is, before it was just one single strand, so now we doubled, and in some cases tripled, because there was just an extra wire left. So yeah, so we did this. Now the other thing that we did, all the block that came out of this doorway was just piled up here. And what we did yesterday is we put it down and made a little walkway. And of course it'll take some time for the sand to settle and go in between the cracks and what have you. The other thing we did is, because these characters like to dig, we brought it down from there to there to there, and then put some sand here. And what we'll do, we'll add a little bit more sand on this walkway, not a lot, but just a little bit, to kind of add some sand to the side, mainly here, because it's kind of sloping down this way. So we'll add a little bit there, not much. And then as time goes by, and these vines here start producing leaves, and see what survives, see what doesn't survive, we'll trim it accordingly. And I would like to get it down to no more than a couple of vines or something. Yeah, and we'll see, time will tell. But what we're going to do is, as you can see, we added a wire here, but it hasn't gone all the way down to the last pole. But we added it so that it kind of anchors down on this, and as the weight gets on top of these wires and the pole supported and everything, it has an extra step there so that it doesn't come down. And then at the other end down there, what I'll do is I will tie a wire from here in a V, and it'll go down to that 2x2 and to the C3 that's under the roof there. And this way, when it pulls, it has some support in all kinds of different directions. Yeah. Then here, it's been, I don't know, maybe a year and a half or so, maybe 2 years, that the sand started accumulating the chicken poop of them sitting out here doing their business. But as you can see, there, all the way down, right in that area there where they've dug, it's probably 2-3 inches of just a mixture of sand and poop. So what I want to do is go through here and take that top layer off of here and put it in the garden raised bed on the other side in the front over there. And then of course, you know, kind of tidy up this whole thing here. And once the passion fruit starts growing and create a kind of like a little roof type of thing, the chickens can have their shade back. But there's no big deal right now because well, we're in the winter and there's days that get hot, but it's cool. This morning it was 13 degrees Celsius, and it was pretty cool. But it's okay. All in the afternoon, this whole thing is naturally shaded because the sun, as I mentioned before, is down in that direction. So the fish house roof automatically shades all this thing in the afternoon. So they've got plenty of shade. So that's what I think we'll do. And then of course, we need to bring some sand and cover all of this here a little bit better. And then we'll redig this thing in here. All this dirt has been in here for about well, at least the bottom layer, and has been building up maybe 4 or 5 years. And as you can see, it's all there. They like to dig. Now this whole thing that's sitting right there is a combination of chicken and fish poop, so that will be very good. Now yesterday we threw this in here. It was the stuff that was along the side right there by the wall. And then of course, like I said, we need to level this thing out a little bit and blend it down to that side. Oh, the other thing we need to do is, as time went by, there was three passion fruit plants that died for one reason or another. So I will take a clipping as they get back to living, and the poles are already there ready to receive them. Now this one here, which is the last one away from the chicken coop, is a different variety than the other ones. This is a kind of like a golden color. That over there is like a yellow. This is kind of like a golden color. Now this is a very sweet fruit. So I think what I'll do is I will clip branches from here later on as they grow and replace the three that died along the way here. So this way we can have 3 of the yellow and 4 of the golden variety. Now I don't know the names, but whatever it is, I think that's what we'll do. Now let me go over here and I'm going to show you the other project that we have going on this morning. Now we bought the material months ago, but since I had so much going on, I absolutely did nothing to this thing. But what we're going to do is right here, we're going to weld some chain link to this, and then here I'm going to put another 2x2 coming up, which I will weld up here, and then I will weld the chain link to that. And then coming this way, you have these poles that we bought, and they've got holes in there. So I think what I'll do is I will take and put some round bar, probably take and weld the washer to it, and then weld the fence to this. And the idea here is we're going to go down in this direction. Now originally what we had thought is that we would go to somewhere around here and close it off so that they could have this and around and the other side. Put a door here and just leave them there. But I think what we're going to do now is we'll buy some more poles and some fence material, and we'll bring it to this wall here, so it'll go out and then over, because the plan is to put a little roof here, so they'll have this shade area or protect them from the rain. They'll have this whole area along the fence here, which is about 3 meters to the fence, which is like a little bit over 3 feet. No, 9 feet. So let's say about 9.5 feet. All the way around that way. They'll have the back side over there by the filter house, and then they will have that area over there by the passion fruit with shade provided also by the passion fruit itself, and the roof in the evening. Yeah, and along this side here, of course, they have the trees growing there, so they'll have shade all the way around here. So I think that's what we'll do. And since I've got a little bit of help, it motivates me and things get done a lot quicker, you know. Yeah, and there it goes. And as you can see, there's that pile that we took from back there, and it's actually half of it because I already got rid of the first half. This is the last half here. So yeah, slowly but surely we're moving along, getting this done. One of these days we'll move this pile of dirt here. The big pile of bamboo is almost gone, which is this here. There is sand all the way here, all the way down to that side except here. And the reason I didn't put it here is because we were digging the holes to this bamboo. But now that that's done, that's something else that needs to be done. We need to put some sand here, level it with this side. This bed has been dug up. This one here has a little bit on that side that was started, and then I will run the sprinkler to soften all this stuff up more, and then probably in a month or so, depending on how things go, we will put in the garden on these two here. Now this one over here, we're gonna wait a little bit because at that end down there I buried a whole bunch of fish that had died, probably a couple hundred. And by the way, the pond is now doing pretty good. The fish are not eating very well, but they've got a lot of stuff in the pond they can eat, but they're not dying, so that is a fantastic thing. So now it's just a matter of time. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so there it is. This is the update on all the projects that we have accomplished, and as time goes by I will show you more, because there are plenty of projects. I still have to take some of these eucalyptus poles, and I probably have to buy more, but I'm going to take them and put them along these trees, the ones up against the fence there, so that they can grow somewhat up and down. And then it's just a matter of yeah, moving on and doing some more. Alright guys, we will talk to you guys later. Alright, bye. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย